and welcome. This is going to be kind of a place where I just hold thoughts for two things that I'm trying in 2020. 2020, I've decided that I was going to really embrace two things. One, IF, which is intermittent fasting. I'm starting on a 8-16 fasting. That means I'll eat for 8 hours and then I'll fast for 16 hours. I started this on well, pretty much New Year's, but really started going on it on the 5th of January. So on the 5th of January, I started this protocol, which was intermittent fasting. I have lost 17 pounds in the last 2 weeks on intermittent fasting. But it wasn't just intermittent fasting. I'm also kind of watching my carbs. I'm trying to stay away from them. I'm not keto per se, but keto-esque. Staying away from refined foods, away from wheat, basically. I'm staying away from wheat. I'm staying away from breads, which hurts. And I'm staying away from sugar, which hurts. But I am, trying to be healthy. I'm trying to live healthy. So that is the IF. And then there's AFAW. 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 AFAW is a feature a week. I am going to attempt to write a feature-length screenplay every week. I'm going to do this, and it's either a feature-length screenplay or a full-length play a week. And again, I started on that first Monday of the year, and I have 2 weeks, 2 features. I completed 2 features thus far. I'm writing roughly 20 pages a day, which I can accomplish in about 2.5 hours of writing a day. So that is kind of what I'm doing. These features, of course, are rough. They're first drafts, but this is an exercise in completion. It's an exercise in getting it out and done. Formulating ideas and kind of abandoning a lot of the things that trip me up as a writer, which include overthinking it. A lot of the times sitting there trying to come up with the very nuts and bolts of it all and making sure that it all hooks in, and that over thinking it acts like writer's block. But it's not writer's block because you're constantly writing and constantly thinking. You're just getting in your own way a lot of the time. So this is really an experiment in completion, just trying to get these things done, get them out there. And so far it's been a blast. It's kind of like watching a movie. It's just coming out of your head. So as things are happening in your head, you're like, oh gosh, what comes next? And then you furnish what comes next. So these are the kinds of things that I'll be talking about on this video blog from here on out, is what it's like to face down a lot of temptations in the world of intermittent fasting, but also my writing journey with the AFAW, or the a feature a week. So please join me on this ridiculous adventure. I'm sure I will fail and I'm sure I will fall, but I'll do my best not to. And one of those things that I always look at, especially with like the intermittent fasting. The intermittent fasting, I think you'll find that every now and then, especially like avoiding sugar and things like that, during celebratory stuff, during birthdays and whatnot, special events, I will indulge in a sweet thing or a breaded thing. But for the most part, I'll do my best to maintain the diet. And it seems to be working right now, but any big change in diet, especially for somebody who is as heavy as I am, can quickly shed pounds, and that isn't necessarily a testimony of how well it'll work in the long run. I can lose weight very quickly doing something radical, but the question is this truly radical, or is this a lifestyle that I can adopt and continue with? So with the intermittent fasting, that's what we'll talk about. And with the a feature a week, we'll be just talking about what the process is for writing. And from here on out, I will split them into 2 separate videos, an intermittent fasting video and a feature a week video, so that we can talk about the ins and outs of each of those things. So look forward to sharing with you this journey. Thank you, and talk to you later.